Okay, I'm really going to watch those. I'm really going to watch those. That is dope. Okay. Anyway, that means I got stuff to actually like work on. All righty. Enough of me holding everybody up. Yay! I'm kidding, sort of. All right, let's do this, guys. Let's have some fun, right? And let's get this going. All righty. So let me actually share this out, man. Like, you know what I mean? And let people know that we're live right now. Peace and greetings to you all. Islam. I am Brother Hasan Ghaziel Bay.
Islam, people. Beautiful people.
Islam.
I am Brother Corey Bay.
Islam. Terrell Tamari Bay. Islam,
everybody. All righty, and guys, we're here today. I'm going to be sharing. I'm going to be doing a few things at once, but today this is our Tropic Medical Astro Weather Report for 1st April 2021 to 7th April 2021. So we're rocking on a Wednesday today and giving you the forecast for tomorrow up to next Wednesday. And we trust we'll be able to do this every Wednesday for you guys. All right. And just bring it live like this, you know. Make sure we did our preparation. All righty. And to bring this weekly report that we collaborated on together with. So I'd like to thank Brother Corey Bay and Brother Terrell Tamari Bay. Thank you so much for your diligence and your patience, especially with me today. With all it's like, this was our first, like, yo, let's do this. Let's have some fun with this. It's just like, it's every time we need to go and hit the start button, it's like, oh, but wait. So we've been like getting ready for like the last, 6 hours? It's funny, right? And we check a chart, we'll know why, right? We'll know why, right? But it is what it is. So I'm gonna switch accounts here on this one joint here, and then guys, let's just go on in. So we're gonna go in order, right? Brother Terrell and Brother Corey, then me, and then me and Brother Corey and Brother Terrell, right? And then I think I'll finish off again, right? So and we're just going to go in that order, and we're going to share our delineation so you guys have a chance to see that even when you go on 7hillstar.com, we are the 3 astrologers that you can book your readings with. All right. And so this is our presentation here where we get to actually have some fun. All right. So let's, I guess, have some fun, right? All righty. So I yieldeth the florist to you. Hold on. I think let me bring up the screen share here, actually. And let's do that. Right, and I'm going to go here to the iBooks, and this is, alrighty, again, our Astro report for Wednesday, 31st March 2021. Alrighty, and we're reading today. That's today, but it's for the 1st April 2021 until the 7th April 2021. Alrighty, so let's actually slide on over here and show you guys. This is the calendar we're going to go over. We're dealing with the calendar that shows both Aries and Taurus. All right. And here's a 7 Hill Star Astro calendar for April 2021. All right. And what we're going in on first is Thursday. All righty. So, Brother Jag, you take it away from Thursday, and I will cue everything as needed. Islam.
Indeed. Islam. So, we have the Astro Weather Report for April 1st, 2021. And around 1:51 Ante Meridian or AM, the moon will exit Scorpio and enter Sagittarius. And around approximately 6:55 Ante Meridian, the sun will set. And around 7:26 or 19:26, excuse me. I said the sun will set at 6:55. At 6:55, Ante Meridian, the sun will rise. And around 19:26, the sun will seem to set.
Yes,
and at about 20:53 or 8:53 post meridian, the moon will sextile Saturn in Aquarius. And with that energy, it'll bring an intuitive realization to the structure of unity, on how that's essential, so to speak. Moon in Sagittarius, sextiles, Saturn in Aquarius at about 8:53 p.m. And in around 22:45 or 10:45 post-meridian or p.m., the sun, will sextile the moon. And that energy will bring a clear perspective also to that unity that we just spoke about on how us as individuals needs the group to, expand on our creative endeavors as a individual.
And it's a sunshine moon. Just wanted to say for the record, it's a sunshine moon, you said, correct?
Sunshine moon, indeed. Sunshine moon. Moon in Sagittarius, trine the sun in Aries. Mm-hmm. And I yield to Brother Corey.
Islam.
All so
right.
that was for April 1st, 2021. Those were the delineations. And what we're going to do too, guys, as we're going along and doing this, we're going to actually tell you what these delineations are and do our best to take our delineations of what we do and how we write them for ourselves. However, simplify them for you guys so they're practical and valuable for you as you hear them. All right. So I yield the floor. We're now on Thursday, right? Friday. April 2nd. I yield the floor, Brother Corey.
Friday, April 2nd, 2021. All right. Sunrise is 6:53 a.m. ante-meridian. Sunset is 19:27 post-meridian. 19 is what? 7:27 p.m. Right? 7.
Indeed. Yep. You would subtract 12 from the 19.
Indeed. All right. At around 1:56 a.m., we have the moon trine Venus. All right. Transit moon trine Venus. This transit is, I would consider an emotionally harmonious transit. May cause one to feel in touch or in tune with one's values, particularly where one feels at home.
Right. I was just going to highlight real quick where they were. There you go. I'm trying to be fast with it.
I know people's attention spans are kind of limited, so moving right along, right? Mm-hmm. At around 2:04 ante-meridian, we have transit Mercury sextile Uranus. All right. So this may cause sudden changes in communications with friends or the larger collective group that potentially provides opportunity for growth. Okay. At 6:40 a.m., the moon opposes Mars. So we have an opposition, the moon and Mars. All right, between the moon and Mars at around 6:40 a.m. And this may inspire passionate actions, again, possibly at home with that moon energy, or with matters that are close to home that may inspire or cause some introspection or reflection, if you will, because another word for opposition is kind of reflection, right? All right. So that's what's going on at 6:40 ante-meridian. At 13:42 post-meridian or 1:42 post-meridian, we have the moon squaring Neptune. All right, so sensitivity, one may feel sensitive to alleged challenges that come up, again, possibly at home, but this may kind of influence or inspire some daydreaming or may even cause one to feel like they want to, quote unquote, escape. All right. Mm-hmm. At 5:17 p.m. or 17:17 p.m., the moon sextiles Jupiter. So you may feel more generous and desire to maybe expand in your social arenas, and also possibly expect good fortune with that transit as well. All right. And on that note, I yield for Friday, April 2nd, 2021.
All Alrighty, Islam, and I'm picking up here. Alrighty, and what I have here for the 3rd April 2021, that will be Eloah Ghaziel, that's Saturn day. Alrighty, and the sun at noon will be there at 14 degrees Aries, 6 minutes. That's tropic. However, sidereally speaking, that's 19 degrees Pisces, 4 minutes at noon. Sunrise, of course, just to show you guys here that date. Sunrise is at 6:52, 0652 for the 3rd. And sunset is at 1928. We're seeing also that the moon egresses Sagittarius and ingresses Capricorn on this day also. With us looking at 0123 for the 3rd at 1:23 a.m. The moon is square Mercury, and that's the last aspect that it's making prior to a void course, where it'll be void course then for 2 hours and 50 minutes. The moon squaring Mercury ordinarily would say we are to collectively mitigate any miscommunications by just making sure we give full disclosure, to put it in simplest terms. What I wrote here, actually, collectively mitigate misperceptions, misconceptions, and miscommunications by challenging the lack pertaining to full disclosure. All right. Next, the next transit that I will be paying attention to, actually, and again, that first one, just so that you're clear, that first one was the moon here, all right, in Sagittarius, squaring Mercury here in Pisces, all right. And first house, 3rd house square, all right. Next, we're looking at the transit where the moon ingresses Capricorn here. All right, this is where the moon ingresses Capricorn at 0 degrees Capricorn, 0 minutes. Okay, and this is about 4:13 a.m. or 0413. All righty, and with the moon here, the moon is conjunct the galactic center. However, just wanted to make that there, and it's considered one of the most important points in astrology. All right, according to the Encyclopedia of Astrology by Nicholas Lewis. And it has an energy that is collectively, I'm thinking this would have us here to be collectively ambitious in healing, our journeys and traveling, and it's good for partnerships and quick escapes, and release if caught, so to speak, where this moon is actually in, considering the matching energies, considering the 22nd lunar match. Next, the moon, the moon is trine Uranus. All right. So we have the moon here at 9 degrees, 10 minutes Capricorn, trine Uranus at 9 degrees, 10 minutes in Taurus. All right, and we have a 3rd house, 7th house trine. All right, as we can see. And ordinarily, essentially, we are securing our communication and travel necessities while accepting the sudden changes in valued relationships for beneficial employ, building, investing, and obtaining offices. All righty. So with that being said, the moon trine Uranus is us being able to communicate and accept the changes together, making reevaluations and accepting the changes. Next, we have Mercury ingressing Aries. And that's taking place here. And you see Mercury is right here at 29 degrees Pisces, 59 minutes. So at about 2341, 2342, in between those two times, Mercury will be ingressing Aries. However, in the collective fourth house, it'll be doing so. So Mercury ingressing Aries at this time between 2341 and 2342, being in Aries in the fourth house, and at that time it'll be in the first lunar mansion, we'll find out important collectively that our communication and the way that we think will serve us securely with medicinally meditative intent. So in other words, it would be best for us to secure ourselves just by being sincere in our communication. All right, it sounds very, simple and cliche. However, it's very powerful. And with that, I yield the floor for Saturday, the 3rd, April, 2021. And I have Sunday too, right? So just let me move on to Sunday. All right.
Indeed.
So Sunday is the 4th, April 2021, and it is considered a star. Brother Corey had what is called Good Friday, right? Good Friday, right? Yeah, Good Freya, as it is termed, and then Easter, right? Right? And that's happening on Sunday, where the moon will come to its 3rd quarter. All righty, so it's decreasing in light. At noon, though, this day, the sun will be at 15 degrees Aries, 5 minutes, tropically speaking, sidereally speaking, 20 degrees Pisces, 3 minutes, sidereally. And the moon is decreasing in light, so in Vedic astrology, that's known as the Krishna Paksha. This is during Krishna Paksha, between the full moon and the new moon. The first Sunday after the first full moon after the vernal equinox is what is known as Easter. Sunrise and sunset. Sunrise is 0650, sunset 1929 on that day also. All right. And what we are looking for, there we go. We're on the 4th at 6:02 a.m. 0602. The sun is square with the moon. Right, we can see that there. Here's the sun, and it's squaring the moon. And they're both at 14 degrees, 51 minutes. Moon's at Capricorn. Sun's in Aries, right? 2 horned animals, correct? All righty, and with that, we are creatively activating self-reunification while challenging the tendencies to self-destruct one's character, body, and reputation. So we don't want to destroy our character, body, and reputation, So we're not doing that by creatively, activating self-reunification first. So taking this journey within by standing firmly in fairness to all. Really think about that, those energies. So you got that sun and Aries in the first house in the 2nd lunar mansion, squaring the moon in the Capricorn in the 10th house in the 23rd lunar mansion. And continuing on the last 2 for Sunday, we also have the moon squaring Venus. So here's Luna here in Capricorn, and squaring Venus here in Aries. It's coming off of that square off of the sun. All righty, at 10:33. And here, our kindred collective inherits intellectually governing their means. So in other words, here we're actually having this unvelation, some will say revelation, all right, for a means for building a reputation while presented with the obstacle in finding beauty in one another collectively in order to reunify. There's a strong reunification energy going on considering the mansions that we're discussing. Continuing, moon sextile Neptune, and that happens next at 17:55 on the 4th also. And the moon sextile Neptune, collectively we're finding joy in securing a scholarly degree, quote unquote, correct? In growth opportunities, being grateful for the resources obtained, in possession, and utilized for collective service institutions imagined. So in other words, we're having joy in securing the things that we know in order for an opportunity to grow the things that we imagine. All right. And I yield the floor. That was for the 4th April, 2021. And I yield the floor back to you, Brother Corey Islam.
Islam, bro. All right, so we are moving right along to Monday, April 5th, 2021. As you all can see, sunrise is 6:49 a.m. Sunset is scheduled to be 19:30 p.m., so 7:30 post-meridian. The moon will be transiting away from Capricorn into Aquarius, right? So
it's 3:05 I'm starting at, right?
Yeah, we're starting at 3:05 though. All right. So the moon conjuncts Pluto at 3:05 a.m. There we go. We have the moon and Pluto and this is first house, correct? Yeah. So sensitivity may be on the rise, kind of with that energy, especially with the self, but sensitive issues might cause one to feel a little overwhelmed. However, that energy also provides the opportunity for some transformation or some transformative possibilities. So even in that sense of so-called overwhelmness, with that self-reflection, one may possibly be able to transform or evolve these thought patterns or what have you into something more constructive, productive. The moon voids its course at 3:05 a.m. So the moon is void course from 3:05 to 9:03 a.m. All right, so if my math is correct, that's about 5 hours, 58 minutes. So be advised to not make any purchases that you don't have to prior to 9:03 anti-meridian on Monday, April 5th. All right, the moon, as I mentioned earlier, will be moving away from Capricorn into Aquarius. Right, so it's moving away from an earth sign, moving into an air sign. So it's the energy is somewhat letting go of structured thoughts that may have felt kind of inhibiting or restrictive, if you will, and moving into a more innovative energy and innovative mindset, if you will. Continuing on, even though I think Brother Hasan might have dropped out for a second.
Nope, I'm right here, brothers. I'm right here.
Okay, all right. So we're moving right along to...
Yes, my apologies, y'all.
You're all good, bro. Moving right along to moon sextile Mercury at 14:19, which is 2:19 post-meridian. And with that energy, Mercury ruling communications.
What's the transit again, good brother, so I can mark it? My apologies.
No problem. The moon sextile Mercury.
Gotcha. All righty. My apologies, y'all. It's an order coming and they called my phone. So that's why that happened. So forgiveth meeth. However, it continueth.
Yes. So the moon is sextiling Mercury. the moon is still hanging out in Aquarius and Mercury in Aries, right? So active communication with your friends or the larger collective, well, I should say sincere active communication provides opportunity for growth. And with that, I yield the floor to Brother Jack Islam.
Indeed.
All right, hold on.
Islam.
Islam, hold on, here I am.
Right? It's April 6th on Tuesday. He's like, hold on, guys.
Yeah, hold on, guys. It's on me. Give me 2 seconds, y'all, because people was coming with the order and stuff, and then I'm trying to be here too. Okay, boom, there we go. On the 6th. You know me, I can multitask. I can be on Zoom and get stuff that comes to the door and answer the phone all at the same time. By myself.
Yeah. And eat at the same time, right?
Yeah, I know, right? Is this where we are? The 6th, right? You said 0158. My apologies.
Yeah, April 6th.
Doing my best to do both.
You're good, bro. It's all love.
All right.
You know it, man. It's cool. It's no biggie. April 6th, 2021, 1441. Like the brother said, the moon is in Aquarius, right? Right. On April 6th.
Yes, 1441. Yes, that's where we at.
Yeah, April 6th.
Okay.
1441. Yeah. April 6th, around at about 6:47 Ante-Meridian or AM, the sun will rise at about I just said it. At 6:47 AM, the sun was deemed to rise. And at about 1931, the sun was deemed to set. All right. Earlier that day at about 1:58 in the morning, the moon will...
That's me entering the door, so take your time again, bro. It's not right.
No, you good. The moon will square Uranus and Taurus. All right, and I wrote here, that'll bring, an imagination, that will bring our imagination and resources to, let's say, stop sign, so to speak. We're coming into a form of really being practical on how we spend our resources and values and how we use our energy as, energetic beings. At about 6:32 post-meridian, the moon will conjunct Saturn, and that'll bring a practical analysis to group unity, because again, like I said earlier, with April 1st, Sun being in Aquarius and the moon conjunct Saturn on April 6th will really bring our discipline to the forefront with the group, because if the group doesn't have discipline, then
I'm back, brothers.
It doesn't really work. That's like teamwork make the dream work. We're at
what was your train?
Moon conjunct Saturn right now. Moon conjunct Saturn.
All right, hold on 2 seconds.
Teamwork make the dream work. That's moon conjunct.
Yeah, I know. This is an interesting day, right? So this is where we are. You was just reading for this, right? For Moon conjunct Saturn, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's where you were just reading?
Yeah. So, Moon conjunct Saturn is teamwork make the dream work. That's just for the record.
But was this okay? So that's what this one was for right here for the moon. All right, conjunct Saturn, cool.
Yeah,
I see that.
Yeah.
It looks like it's happening in a couple of hours, though. Like, it's happening at
6:32 p.m. Yeah, that's
okay. Hold on, let me see.
That's what you got. Let me see.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure I had the right one, guys. Thank you for being patient with me while I
see, that's in the 11th house too. No, you good, bro.
So I appreciate
this is like jump roping for us.
Yeah, it's something going on in the ethers, bro. Because these people outside being impatient. You know what I mean? This guy didn't know where he was going. I'm trying to tell him where to go. And so it's great though, because we can delineate this and see why. But you know, Mercury's transiting Pisces, so it is what it is. All righty, where am I at now in assisting? My apologies, both.
We are at
and brothers.
the next trend is sextiles Mars. Venus in Aries, sextile Mars and Gemini. That's on April 6th still. That's the same day we're talking about. That's about 7:17 Ante Meridian, same day.
So Venus
and that's
and
really bringing our mind. Venus in Aries, yeah. Sextiles, Mars and Gemini.
Yeah. Correct.
Right. And yeah, like I said, bringing a mind power to our to how we relate with people, because you know our mind is very powerful, and for us to relate, we have to bring that mind power to one, and that's really the whole Saturn and Aquarius energy, and that's going to bring that unity to the group, and that's why everyone is talking about unity and whatever. All right. And at about 1640 post Meridian, the sun in Aries will again is going to
be breaking up,
so we can really, you know, hear me.
I think you were saying that the sun is sextile the moon.
Sextile moon, yeah.
Yes.
Am I good? Are you sure?
Yes, we can hear you clearly. Yes, beloved, we can hear you.
14. All right, 1440. That's sun and Aries, sextile the moon in Aquarius. And like I said, again, this is really that individual in the group coming together, because again, teamwork makes the dream work. That's really what it is. And I have two more transits here at 9:55 or 21:55 post Meridian. The moon in Aquarius will sextile Mars and Gemini. And again, this is the group really bringing their ideas and their creativity and documents, and whatever else they have to help the group expand, you know, in a secured format. Security is the key, right? Economic security. And at about 22:43, this is the last transit here. The moon in Aquarius sextiles Venus in Aries. And again, it's like a broken record. Teamwork makes the dream work. And that's really where I'm at with it. And that's really what it is. Now, you.
All righty. Thank you so much, beloved brother. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. And then for the last two, it looks like we have another egress to ingress for the 7th April 2021. So this is us drawing our conclusion for our first, presentation on this. And, also at the same time, life is real for me. So, sometimes even in class, I have to answer the door and do things. I have to wear many different fezzes around here because I got to do most things. So with that being said, let's just continue. This is great. All right. 7th April 2021, the moon egresses Aquarius and ingresses Pisces. All right. Sunrise, of course, is 0645. And sunset is 1932 on that day. And this is next Wednesday, of course. Right. However, before the moon goes on its 10-hour and 25-minute void of course at 6:05, it's going to be making an aspect before changing signs from Aquarius to Pisces. Its last aspect will be conjunct Jupiter. All right. And so with the moon conjunct Jupiter here, right? What we have going on there sharing a warm, healthy meal at home paired with an exotic theme in order to exercise artful breathing for reaffirming love. That energy it's a reconciliation kind of energy. It'll be a good time that day if things need to be reconciled, or you would like to be able to speak on some things that may have been harder to speak on. Things could maybe, you could maybe speak about things here, bring things to the forefront. However, be able to also reaffirm the love between. So let's say if it was, two people they haven't spoke for a couple of months or whatever, and then, now they speak again and it'll be all love. It'll be like no love lost. So that's kind of that energy there. Considering it's happening in Aquarius, and Saturn from the 11th is ruling what's happening there in the 12th. And it's very interesting that in the 12th is both Jupiter, the moon, and Neptune, very watery planets they can be, unless Jupiter's being fiery, Jupiterian, like for Sagittarius. So, in continuing, the next transit after that, and the final one for the 7th, is 30 minutes past 1600. All right, and that last transit is the moon ingressing Pisces. All right, so here at 29 degrees Aquarius, 59 minutes before the moon ingresses. Okay, so it's going to happen about 1631. All righty, and with the moon, all righty, ingressing Pisces at that time in the 6th house in the 26th lunar mansion. Collectively, we are to creatively bring the artful breathing exercises down to earth in order for valuable growth to be realized. So take these higher things that we learn in all the jurisprudence and civics and astrology and metaphysics that we're learning, and be able to bring that light, like on the back of the one note, right? Bring that light down to earth, like on the back of the one note. So on the left side, that pyramid that has that eye of providence, when you bring that light, that eye of providence light to earth, it'll be likened unto that last delineation I just gave with the moon ingressing Pisces. All righty. Now, I'd like to thank you all. All righty. This has been a conclusion of our portion of the 7 Heel Star Astro Calendar, March 2021 to February 2022. We just reviewed the 1st April 2021 to the 7th April 2021. You can go on 7heelstar.com and get this calendar. It is still 36 units and more of wealth and money. All righty. And we still have it up there and ready for you guys to get. It's definitely custom. You can get it nowhere else except 7heelstar.com because we make it ourselves. All righty. We're making this ourselves. We're not outsourcing it. So, it's definitely going to be a classic because this is a calendar for not only just all Moorish Americans, however, just for all of humanity also. Now, in conclusion, I'm going to bring this back here and stop the screen share because I intended this to be short. I didn't want it to be long for folks. And with the little, parts in there in between of answering a door or whatever, it's been great. How do you brothers feel?
Wonderful.
Yeah, we're all really chilling, relaxed right now. I think it's been all the challenges. We had to be patient today. And I think that even what I'm hearing, not just in myself, but all of us, is this is us with the as Brother Asima would say. This is the response, right? So,
there were some alleged obstacles and oppositions for us to get to this point. So
yes, absolutely. But it is what it is. So I love you guys. Thank you so much. I'm going to at least stop the live feed, guys. I guess you and we three can still speak casually, but let's just end this for everyone there in YouTubeverse. All righty. so that they can be like, damn, man, how long they talk, man? This video, how long, man? So we're like, oh, man, them boys only spoke for 15 minutes. Boys don't never speak for just 15 minutes.
Yeah.
You gotta stop, yo.
I'm just saying. All right. I yield the floor. We all yield the floor to you all. Again, guys, book us anytime you like. Well, really not book it. It's really schedule your session with us at 7heelstar.com. You can link up with
read a book. They can read a book.
Yeah, I know, right? Read a book. Link up with Brother Corey Bay for your Astro Core trademark reading at 7heelstar.com. And go and get your Jaguar Solar reading from Brother Jaguar Soul. That is Brother Terrell Tamari Bay at 7heelstar.com as well. So you can't just get a reading from me anymore, guys. Why? Because we're really exercising what the prophet has left us, and we're reading our administrative functions, and we're going to exercise it whether you like it or not. So you can join us and get along and do your part from wherever you're from. Like we're all remotely doing our part, but still being able to come together and do a delineation. We're not anywhere close to each other physically, except in the mind. So that's really what counts, actually. All right. True. So, brothers, I yield the floor. Any last words from you, brothers?
Negative.
All righty, y'all. Well, thank you so much. Namaste, Islam, Islam, Islam. Peace and love.
Peace and love, people.